My name is Gigi Jacobs, and hi, Ted. I'm here to just make a few comments. I wanted to let you know that I enjoyed your show today. I find that with less of the vulgarity and some of the language and the intense anger, you come off a lot more intellectual, cognitive, more of a reasonable person with insight into things. So I thought I might add that. Um, I wanted to bring up one thing, and that was the problem that we're having is that we need to be disseminating information, which is what we're doing now. And but we need to take action also. And it seems like someplace between the 60s, the hippies, and between the liberals of 2013, they have lost their ability to take action. Now, I know that I'm a little bit of a fan of evolution, and I know that as we evolve, we become more cognitive, more cerebral. At least that's what's happening at this moment in time. And so liberals are good at conflict resolution, and they figure, well, we'll just spread this information and people will all know, and magically, voila, the world will be all wonderful and hunky-dory again. Only they're forgetting that we're dealing with a faction of maybe 25 to 30% of the population, which has what they literally call the primitive brain, and it has to do with two different structures in the brain. One of them yields to extreme violence, guttural violence, coming from an emotional feeling rather than from anything cognitive. And they have an underdeveloped cognitive lobe called the anterior cingulate cortex, which means they're not really geared well for conflict resolution or working things out. And as you've seen, they are very good at being pushy and just pushing their way through and bypassing the laws and taking over. And so, unfortunately, even though some of us have become more cognitive and more in the area of learning how to resolve things through reasoning, a great percentage of the population, or actually less, minority, is still very much into, let's just beat them up whatever way we can. And that's going to take a little bit of a fight. And so my problem has been with getting liberals not to understand the things that you're saying, because we understand that very well. In fact, I found out that liberals are very, very hip and enjoy Facebook postings and tweetings and things like that. But they don't enjoy actually getting up out of their seats, putting on their shoes, walking to the door with a sign in their hand and showing up at a protest and making their voices heard. They feel this is no longer necessary. Now, this could be something that actually could take us down in a really fast way. And I am trying to educate liberals that it is still necessary to take action, because the other side is not yet there where they are ready to come to the table and make an agreement that is good for the greater whole, as opposed to being good for just a few individuals. And I'm receiving a lot of resistance, but that doesn't stop me. Anyways, that's something I wanted to mention today. I was wondering what your thoughts were on that. And I am working on getting to a place where I'm going to be a little bit better at disseminating some information myself, hopefully. But I did want to let you know that I thought your show today was very informative, and it came across much more intellectual as opposed to just being about anger. And I know we have a right to be angry, and I do understand more clearly now some of your conflicts with Obama, as you call him. And I understand that. I think that reasoning through it makes you come across much more intellectual than than the intense rage. But then everybody has an idea, an opinion, and I guess we'll find out which way is better. But I like today's show. And that's all I had to add to it. And hope that everybody's doing well and that you will see me shortly. Oh, and by the way, I am an ultra liberal, but not one of the spiritual kind that believes that some magical spirit is going to come and take care of the big bad GOP. Like, for instance, I don't think that spirit is even going to come and raise my pen to me, much less take care of our world problems. I think we created them and we have to fix them. So I hope that's a message I get through to some liberals out there who find that posting on Facebook is a really, really fun thing to do, but not in itself and end all. It is a means to an end and should be more than that. Anyways, thanks for the show, Ted. Good show today, and have a good afternoon.